Hi, welcome back to my channel. Warrior Kid Book 2, Marc's mission has almost come to the finale. In this week's episode, Marc is about to show Nathan what changed him from a wimpy kid to a warrior kid. Let's check in how Nathan reacts to it. Also, there's some major updates on Nathan's bike. Let's go and find out. Chapter 23, The Code. When we got back to my house, I sat down and told Nathan everything. I told him how I had been a really wimpy kid in 5th grade, that I couldn't swim, I couldn't do any pull-ups, that I didn't know my times tables, and that I was getting picked on by Kenny Williamson. I thought you and Kenny were friends, Nathan asked. We are now, I told him, but he used to bully me. So what happened? How did you go from being that wimpy kid to being who you are now? My Uncle Jake trained me all last summer. We worked out every day. He taught me how to study. He taught me how to swim. He put me into jiu-jitsu classes. He even got me eating good foods. Was it hard? Of course it was. It still is. But I still stay on the path. What path? Nathan asked. The path of being a warrior kid, I told him. Following the code. The code? Yes, the code. Warriors have codes that they follow. Not like secret codes, but more like rules. It is called discipline. Discipline? That's right, discipline. Discipline means you follow the rules, not because someone else makes you follow them, but because following the rules makes you a better person. So what are the rules? Nathan asked. I pulled out the Warrior Kid Code and showed it to him. The Warrior Kid Code. Number 1, the Warrior Kid wakes up early in the morning. Number 2, the Warrior Kid studies to learn and gain knowledge and asks questions if he doesn't understand. Number 3, the Warrior Kid trains hard, exercises, and eats right to be strong and fast and healthy. Number 4, the warrior kid trains to know how to fight so he can stand up to bullies to protect the weak. Number 5, the warrior kid treats people with respect and helps out other people whenever possible. Number 6, the warrior kid keeps things neat and is always prepared and ready for action. Number 7, the warrior kid stays humble. Number 8, the warrior kid works hard and always does his best. Number 9, I am the warrior kid. Then I told him I was adding some stuff to it. What are you adding? He asked. Well, I said, I'm glad you asked because there are things that you helped teach me. I helped teach you? What did I help teach you? Nathan asked. I took out my pen, went to line number 7, and added to it so it said, the warrior kid stays humble and stays calm. Warrior kids do not lose their tempers. When I threw that pumpkin at you and got in trouble at school, that was because I lost my temper. I didn't stay calm. When you lose your temper, you do stupid things. Warriors can't lose their tempers. What else are you adding to it? I moved my pen to number 8 and made it read, the warrior kid works hard, saves money, is frugal and doesn't waste things, and always does his best. What is frugal? Nathan asked. Frugal means you don't waste things, I told him. Why is that important to a warrior? Nathan asked. Because warriors have to make things last and make things work. If a warrior is in the field and he might not have extra stuff, not extra food, not extra gear, not extra time. So warriors try not to waste anything. I learned that by fixing my bike this summer. It seemed like junk, but it wasn't junk at all. It just needed to be taken care of. Warriors take care of their gear. They don't waste it. And saving money gives you freedom. It might not feel like it at first because you want to buy a treat at the candy store or some little toy from the shop, but those are just a waste of money. And if you spend your money on those things, then you won't be able to buy anything that will really help you. But if you save your money, you have the freedom, buy things that you really want. That does make sense. The more you save, the more you are free. Yep, it is the same with everything. Discipline equals freedom. My Uncle Jake taught that to me. The harder you work and the more you follow the rules you make for yourself, the more freedom you have. And that includes having the discipline to not throw pumpkins at kids at school. Nathan laughed. Now, speaking of bikes, we have got some work to do. And with that, we went down to the garage and got busy. We had cleaned and oiled and painted the parts, and now all that was left was to put them together. I had told Uncle Jake what we were doing, and he told me to come get him if we needed any help. But guess what? We didn't need any help at all. We put the whole bike back together by ourselves. By the time Uncle Jake came out from the house, it was ready. Dang, Uncle Jake said. That looks great. Thanks, Uncle Jake, I said. What are you going to name it? Uncle Jake asked Nathan. Name it? Nathan asked. Yeah, you got to name it. Just like Marc got to name his bike the Bruiser. You get to name this bike here, Uncle Jake said as he reached into a drawer and pulled out the letter stickers. Nathan took the stickers and said, Okay, but I'm not sure what to name it. Well, it's up to you, so you better think of something, Uncle Jake said. Nathan sat there for a minute. Then he said, How about the discipline? I like it, Uncle Jake said. But why? Well, because without discipline, this bike wouldn't be here. Marc wouldn't have had the money to buy it. Without discipline, we wouldn't have taken the time to fix it up. It would still be in the junkyard. But now it is free to ride again. It is free because of discipline. So we will call it the discipline. Right on, I declared, thinking how cool that sounded. Sounds like you're on the right path, Nathan. He is, Uncle Jake. I am, Uncle Jake, Nathan said. I'm on the path to be a warrior kid. Yes, you are, Nathan. Yes, you are. With that, Uncle Jake handed Nathan the bag of stickers, and we spelled out the discipline on the side of his bike. It looked cool. Then Uncle Jake opened the garage door, and we took the bikes for a spin around the block, down the road, and through the park. We are free. Number 1. When Marc mentioned about the warrior path and the warrior code, do you think Nathan was interested? How can you tell? Nathan was very interested. He kept asking Marc questions about the path of becoming a warrior kid. It shows he's excited to know more. Number 2, among all the warrior codes, which one did Nathan help teach Marc? Warrior code number 7. Nathan taught Marc to be humble and have his tempers in check. Number 3. According to Marc, what does frugal mean? And why is it important to warrior kids? Frugal means one doesn't waste things. It's important because warriors have to make things last and make things work so that they won't waste resources. The money saved will give them real freedom. Number 4. What did Nathan name his bike? Nathan named it the discipline. Number 5. This is the language question. Marc and Nathan took the bikes for a spin. What does for a spin mean here? It means they took the bikes for a ride. In this chapter, we have revisited the warrior code. Which code is the most important to you? Which one would you like to change? Comment down below. Moving on, summer is over soon, and as we all know, Uncle Jake will have to leave again. This time, he said something really important and inspiring to Marc before his departure. Stay tuned to the finale next week, and until then, wishing you all a great day.